Cold front lowers temps to 7.9 degrees Celsius, extreme 5 degrees Celsius expected early next week. Sanchong soil risk, entire area prone to liquefaction, experts warn. Nvidia CEO Huang to visit Taiwan, will attend year-end party in night market. Nippon Steel stands firm as Biden blocks U.S. steel deal. North Korea tests hypersonic intermediate-range missile. European leaders denounce Musk's influence on the continent. Apple to pay $95 million to settle Siri listening lawsuit. Morning coffee may lower risk of heart disease-related death.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Friday, January 10th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan's news, a strong continental cold front brought temperatures down to 7.9 degrees Celsius in Nankan and Shiding this morning. Weather expert Wu De-rong predicts extreme lows of 5 degrees Celsius from Sunday to Monday, with Taipei possibly reaching the cold wave threshold. Stay warm and prepared. The Xingsheng Guang resident project in Sanchong caused collapse of 2 buildings due to the area's soil liquefaction risk. Experts warn the Sanchong's sediment-rich, unstable ground, once a lake, requires deep foundation reaching bedrocks for safe rebuilding. Nvidia CEO Huang revealed that he will return to Taiwan on January 17th for the company's year-end party. He also plans to visit his favorite food vendor, praising her hard work, spirit, and delicious mangoes. And in global news, Japan's largest steelmaker said it would not give up on its attempt to buy U.S. steel, even after President Joe Biden blocked the $15 billion bid last week over national security concerns. The decision to block Nippon Steel proposed deal casts a shadow over outgoing Secretary of State Antony Blinken's final visit to Japan, amid worries that it would sour U.S. relations with a key diplomatic and economic Asian ally. The two countries are each other's biggest foreign investors. The chairman and CEO of Nippon Steel said there was no reason or need to give up on the bid.
Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel, which strongly support the deal, sued the Biden administration and others over the decision on Monday, saying Biden ignored the rule of law to gain political favor with union members who opposed it. They said, "Never before has a president prohibited an acquisition by a company based in Japan, one of our closest allies." After meeting Tuesday with the Japanese Prime Minister, Blinken said the U.S.-Japan alliance was stronger than it's ever been before. The decision was left up to the White House last month after the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, a government panel that reviews foreign investments for national security risks, failed to reach a consensus.
North Korea said Tuesday its latest weapon test was a hypersonic intermediate-range missile designed to strike remote targets in the Pacific as leader Kim Jong-un vows to further expand his collection of nuclear-capable weapons to counter rival nations. The North Korean state media reports came a day after South Korea's military said it detected North Korea launching a missile that flew 685 miles before landing in waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. The launch came off a torrid year in weapon testing.
North Korea demonstrated multiple weapons systems last year that can target its neighbors and the United States, including solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missiles. There are concerns that its military capabilities could advance further through technology transfers from Russia as the two countries align over the war in Ukraine. North Korea has flight-tested various intermediate-range missiles, which, if perfected, could reach the U.S. Pacific military hub of Guam. In recent months, the North has been testing these missiles in combination with purported hypersonic warheads to improve their survivability. Since 2021, North Korea has been testing various hypersonic weapons designed to fly at more than 5 times the speed of sound and to withstand regional missile defense systems.
Tech billionaire Elon Musk is facing widespread pushback in European capitals as he tries to extend his recent political success in the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Leaders in 4 European countries, France, Germany, Norway, and the United Kingdom, denounced his influence in separate statements, warning that Musk should not involve himself in their country's politics. Musk has been on a social media rampage against various world leaders, posting relentlessly on his social media app X and attempting to duplicate the influence he had on U.S. politics last year.
On numerous occasions, Musk has boosted far-right candidates in various European countries with his social media posts. Musk's message has proven divisive, and the resentment appeared to boil over on Monday among leaders of some of Europe's largest and most powerful countries. French President Emmanuel Macron, without naming Musk, took a swipe at him in an address in Paris about foreign policy. In Germany, the government of Chancellor Olaf Scholz criticized Musk by name and predicted that his social media postings would not resonate with the public. It was not clear whether the four governments had coordinated their statements, but the timing of their comments within a few hours of one another presented a unified front against Musk.
Apple has agreed to pay $95 million to settle a court case alleging that some of its devices were listening to people without their permission. The tech giant was accused of eavesdropping on its customer through its virtual assistant Siri. The claimant also alleged the voice recording was shared with advertisers. Apple has denied selling Siri data and stated that it settled to avoid further litigations. The company said its digital assistant technology has been engineered to protect users' privacy from the beginning, and that it has continuously sought to enhance its privacy measures.
In the preliminary settlement, the tech firm denies any wrongdoing, including claims that it recorded, disclosed to third parties, or failed to delete conversations recorded as the result of a Siri activation, without consent. Apple's lawyers also state that they will confirm they have permanently deleted individual Siri audio recordings collected by Apple prior to October 2019. However, the claimants allege that the tech firm recorded people who unintentionally activated the virtual assistant, without using the phrase, "Hey, Siri," to wake it. They claim advertisers who received the recordings analyzed them for keywords to better target ads. Apple has faced several class action lawsuits in recent years, including a $500 million settlement over claims it deliberately slowed down iPhones in the U.S.
New research suggests the time of day you drink coffee may affect your risk of early death. The study found that people who drank coffee in the morning had a lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease and a lower overall mortality risk compared to those who drank coffee throughout the day. However, the research could not confirm whether coffee was the sole cause. Dr. Lucci said that while the study does not explain why drinking coffee in the morning reduces risk, one possibility is that consuming it later in the day may disrupt a person's internal body clock.
The researchers from Tulane University in New Orleans looked at 40,725 adults who had taken part in a survey between 1999 and 2018. While past research has found that moderate coffee drinking can have health benefits, this was the first study testing coffee drinking timing patterns and health outcomes. According to the research, 36% of participants were morning coffee drinkers, and 14% were all-day drinkers. Dr. Chi and his team tracked the participants for nearly a decade, examining their records and causes of death during that time period. During the follow-up, nearly 10 years later, 4,295 people died, including 1,268 deaths related to cardiovascular disease. The researchers found that morning coffee drinkers were 16% less likely to have died compared to those who did not drink coffee, and 31% less likely to have died from heart disease.
The answer for yesterday was B, dotted. The countryside is dotted with charming cottages and blooming flowers. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Morning coffee may lower risk of heart disease-related deaths. Number 1, cardiovascular, 心血管的. Regular exercise can improve your cardiovascular health and reduce the risk of heart disease. Number 2, mortality, 死亡率. The mortality rate from lung cancer has decreased with advancement in early detection and treatment. Number 3, consumption, 摄取. The consumption of sugar drinks has been linked to an increased risk of obesity and diabetes. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section. The correct answer will be announced next week. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Wei Li, your host. I'll see you next time.